The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Dallas Cowboys and the Atlanta Falcons. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Ready, 33, yellow.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Give him 8 yards. There's still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's got room. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That good for 19 and a first down. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Watch out now, 50 Fury.
They'll try again. And he'll be stopped up short as the tackle is made at about the 3. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. They'll go option to the short side. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This opening drive has taken him to the 2, but now they come up on a 3rd and goal. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Touchdown, Falcons. Odell Beckham, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Play action now, Prescott. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. First down, and they go with Swift again. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Swift. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Swift going to try up the middle. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Pollard again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Pollard will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So the watch is officially on now. That ties him with Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander for second place all-time on the single-season list of rushing touchdowns.
And, partner, he now just sits one behind LaDainian Tomlinson's record of 28. We know LT's watching. We know he'd hate to lose his record, but we also understand he has great admiration for what this man's done, and he would be a worthy successor to the crowd. LaDainian Tomlinson, one of the great players, one of the great people of the NFL.
They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That's caught left side to the tight end Pitts. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
Well, Charles, you look at this offense. They're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever postseason appearance. Any concern level there?
Well, I would think that we'd all have some concern because, you know, a rookie quarterback, that's just not normal, right? But I think I'd be a lot more concerned if they were the 6 or 7 seed and had to go on the road and play in a hostile environment. What if it was cold outside? But here you've got a guy who's been solid all year, led them to all those wins, the #1 seed. I think they have unquestioned belief in him. They also feel like they have a responsibility to help carry him along as well.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw here.
And complete to Drake London.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
45.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
This pass is caught by London. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They're going to look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Kelvin Joseph.
And the Cowboys are going to take over
At their own 30-yard line.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Rolling to his left.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Avery Williams deep for Atlanta.
Taken in at the 22. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Got his man, it's London.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
He's one of the bigger receivers in the game, CD, and his size that time certainly helped against double coverage.
Yeah, you're still at a little bit of a disadvantage when you're going against multiple defenders when they're trying to double you and sometimes triple you. But you're exactly right. With his build, he could minimize that disadvantage, and he more than held his own and hauled that one in right there.
On the stop was Aaron Donald. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They'll set up to throw. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guy.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Koo knocks this one through the post.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Prescott off play action. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
They go play action here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw. He completes it to Beckham. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Drake London,
31 yards.
And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To try again after the sack. Prescott.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Prescott on first down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Alec Pierce.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
extra point by Koo, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
There's Williams. What a catch. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he stopped immediately there.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons' offense at the line. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
64 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On the move to his left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just...
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They hand off to their big tight end.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.